ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Two Fat Guys Talking Flowers, where we're always going to give you the good, the bad.
Scared my dog.
Woo!
Sorry, Sid.
I'm sorry, Sid. I get excited.
It's okay.
You're killing my intro.
Yeah, man, you ruined it.
God, where
Scared
do I
my
start?
dog, fucker.
Where we're always going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly about flowers. I'm Fern here with Ryan, Mimi in the house, Joel on the ones and twos, Mike is here, Sid is hanging out with us, and our awesome, supercalifragilistic, epic, self-proclaimed bad boy of flowers is none other than Ace Berry.
What's going on, guys? What's up, family?
What's up?
I want to challenge that.
You want to challenge the bad boy of flowers? We are the bad boys.
He is the sweetest. Like, there's
Yo,
no way.
hold on.
That's
You're-
the countryside.
You're
Yeah.
killing his street cred right now. Like, you can't
He's a
talk
Southern
about how
gentleman.
he talks to the
Please.
ladies.
He's
You can't.
so
you
sweet.
can't
No, I'm not talking
judge
about.
him by
He's
that.
so nice and sweet, and yeah, he offered to help us with our letters for the PFCI. He said he would help us. He would listen to our little stuff.
Yeah, we need some letters.
Dude.
You didn't announce his letters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us
You
your
gotta include that
letters.
in his name.
My letters.
What are your letters?
F those letters. Those don't
No.
make shit.
Are you AIFD?
Yeah.
ABC? AAF?
I am.
Do you really feel like they don't
I
mean
am
anything?
AIFD, PFCI, TMF, CFD, CAPO, FIORI. Damn.
What did I tell
Which
you
if
about your
you
laser
tell you that
beam?
one,
This
it's Capo Fiori. I'm the flower boss.
more letters than the alphabet over here.
I guess when it gets to that level of that many letters, that's why maybe he's not too worried about it.
Yeah.
It's
He's
too many
not
to
worried
keep up
about
with.
too much.
Yeah.
Ace, you're killing it,
Yeah.
man.
No,
That's a lot of
Those
letters.
letters
That's a
were cool to
t-shirt
get,
and a
but-
half.
This t-shirt.
T-shirt and a half. Yeah.
This is. I wore this t-shirt just for y'all today. It's this company I just found out of Australia. It's called You Know the Rules. And on the back of this shirt, it says, "Give me my flowers while I'm still here."
There you go.
And so I was like, I like this shirt just because I'm like, I want my flowers now. I don't want them when I'm dead.
Yeah.
I want them now. So
That's because you
Yeah.
do epic shit.
I try. So I live by that one now.
For those of you,
Ever since I met y'all,
unfortunately-
I'm trying to do epic shit.
Unfortunately, this is not video. This is audio. You can't see Godzilla
Oh.
Ace Berry and his beautiful office with the do epic shit on the background. Loving that.
I try. Every designer I ever have come into the store or this studio, I want them to know that they can do epic shit all the time, every day, all day. And no matter where you're at, like even when I'm filming stuff, I try to make sure that they always have it. Sorry, y'all here in the real life flower shop. Shit's going off in here.
So, have you started getting your orders for V-Day yet? Are they coming in?
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're probably about 120 deep right now.
Wow.
Just for
So-
Wednesday delivery.
Yeah, Wednesday and Tuesdays. So the team is over here. I've got Susie doing some corsages because we got some Father's Daughter Day dances going on
Nice.
tonight. Denise is taking orders.
Have you done
Sherry is
that?
out delivering and
Have you done
trying
that?
to
Fern?
buy shit.
No, I never did a father-daughter dance. They don't do that kind of shit down here.
Yeah, they do.
Where?
In
at the
Miami Springs.
In the Springs.
No, but they do it all over because I saw a couple people doing it like recently. They also had it down in Kendall. They had a father-daughter dance.
No,
There's
never
so many
did that.
schools. I'm sure some of them do it.
No.
Yeah.
I had donuts with Dad with Logan.
Yeah. Well, you know, for moms it sucks because they put you to play like kickball and stuff, and I'm like, this isn't what I. Or do you want to go camping with your all moms and boys, and then nobody knows how to freaking pitch the tent? It's like all like just a bunch of people just standing there.
It's because they're not allowed to do like cooking. You can't do like traditional women things.
I
You have
know,
to
yeah.
do
You gotta.
something different.
So Ace Berry, the owner of and lead designer at Fulshear Floral Design, Houston, Texas. But majority of people recognize Ace from somewhere else, you know, little thing called HBO show Full Bloom.
Oh no, I thought I was from Fresh Fest.
I was thinking the same
that
thing.
was that was your shining. That was our shining moment. That is where we realized that we were separated at birth.
And probably at your local
100%.
airport.
Yes.
You've probably seen him at your local airport at some
Yeah,
point
because
in
he's
time.
always traveling.
Yeah. Executive Platinum,
Yeah, it was-
whatever he is. Got to be.
HBO. But no, at first, I get more honest to God, I get more comments about Fresh Fest with you and I doing stuff than I do HBO. And to me, that's like the best thing because I'd never met you in person until Fresh Fest.
That's crazy.
Correct. We had only talked via social media or text message.
Brothers from another mother.
That's
It was
amazing.
Instantaneous
Oh, yeah.
connection.
We instantly
you
hit
could
it off.
see it. You
Yeah,
could
that's
see it.
That's almost too. It's impossible to believe because it was instant.
No, we had way too much fun. Like it was just like I'm like, where's Fresh Fest? I'm sad.
You
Like
guys-
I'm looking at
right
you
now,
right now,
I
and you look fucking the same. You both look. You got the salt and pepper beards, the backwards hats, like just the skin tone.
You should have
is the
seen
only
us. You
difference.
should have seen us on the golf course. Tiger Woods.
Oh my gosh.
You guys need to do like
listen,
a Twins movie remake.
Yeah, right.
Wait, but who's standing to be
Ryan, if you're trying to say that we are devilishly handsome,
Yes.
sexy men,
Yes,
I get it.
Shit.
We are.
I get it.
I am.
So real deal. Do you get recognized a lot because of the show? I mean, that was an HBO show. That was a big deal.
Back in 2021, 2022, it's still the pandemic, so it was kind of, but not as much anymore. It's when they pulled it off of their streaming service. It was one of those things where it just kind of flattened out. But what I'll say is that florists that truly watched it, yes, every once in a while, but I want to do other epic shit. So I kind of told myself that when they pulled it, I was going to lead into something else and do better, cooler things and, work with companies that I truly believed in. And like, I wanted to be with and hang out with like people that I thought that I had similarities to and people that I could relate to. And that's kind of how I left it at that point. And I wanted to teach the masses now. So now it's more of hanging out with people and just talking flowers and bullshit.
Not just that. I mean, you focus a lot on education. You know, you take that PFCI, you hold those letters true. You know, you're out there educating and communicating and, preaching the gospel.
He's there giving back to the industry too. You know, he was at the SAF. He was on the design team this year. Was awesome seeing him there.
That's a lot of work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He was busting his hump in there. We saw him working. It was a lot. It was a lot.
That was the first year I've ever done that one.
Yeah.
I'd gotten asked a couple of years ago and I just couldn't make it work with my scheduling. But this year when they asked, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. It was a fun time to like see it all and to go. And I'd been to SAF once before in Amelia Island. So to do it in
everybody was
the
there.
Phoenix area.
Everybody was at the Amelia Island one.
Yeah.
Did you golf out
I'm
there?
ready for this year. Like I've told myself I'm not going to ever miss it again. Even if I'm not on the design team or whatever it is. I like to go and hang out with like y'all are there and stuff like that. Just the people that you want to be around.
Yeah.
Especially when we're so far apart because I'm in Houston, y'all are Florida. So that's kind of one of those weird, like I want to hang out with y'all. I want to always like, however I can be coming around, hanging around with Jet Fresh and goofing off and stuff. I just feel like that's more my vibe.
Well, it's in Miami
Casey,
this
Ryan,
year.
Ace did say since it's in Miami, we should coordinate the golf tournament around SAF.
Yeah,
Good
but
idea.
yeah.
But we'll see.
They don't have their own.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't.
They used to. They used to, but yeah.
It's a lot of work to organize a golf tournament, man. Casey was going crazy for a minute.
Maybe SAF will sponsor a few holes, and we'll just work it backwards.
There, I
We'll
like
do
it.
the work for them.
I like it.
I think we have to talk to them.
We're gonna talk to them.
No.
Mimi, handle that.
I wish that they would. I think that'd be. I don't know. I like the golf tournament. I liked everything y'all did with Fresh Fest. Like I still talk about it to this day. Actually, I talked to Andy from Kennecott the other day.
Oh yeah,
and we were talking about Fresh Fest.
Source for you by Commerce.
Both of us literally said they're like, we won't miss a Fresh Fest. Like I would probably miss other industry stuff before I'd miss a Fresh Fest.
Yeah.
Just because it was that fun. And I felt like it was in the right direction of what we needed for the floral industry. Like it's not so it was education, but it was being educated and entertained at the same time, which I think is very much missed in our industry lots of times. So to me, that was like the best mix of all of it together.
Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah, that was our goal. Definitely inspire, entertain,
and no hard sells.
Right. Let the flowers and the time and the environment do the work for you.
Yeah, relationships, connections.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's going to become, because we do the Ecuador show as Jeff Fresh Growers this year. Fresh Fresh will be every 2 years, and we'll rotate it. So we'll do the Ecuador show. It'll be essentially be Fresh Fresh Ecuador to a degree at the show there, and then it'll
Can
be
I
back
go?
here. I mean, anybody's invited to that show. You know, everybody can come.
You should
I want to
come.
go to.
Hold
the
on.
Ecuador
Did
show.
you get the tattoos on your hands?
I did.
What does it say?
Capo Fiori.
Yeah.
So in Italian, it means flower boss.
Yeah.
Like that's why I say Mimi's trying to ruin my street cred of me being a bad boy, and I'm like trying to cover myself in tattoos.
Listen.
So I look like the bad boy of the flower world.
I'm not trying to ruin it. I'm just saying there's a good side to there's like a sweet side to the bad boys, and that's what brings everybody, attracts the people.
That's because the man has Riz. He's good to go. I'm watching The Sopranos again, so that Capo Fiori, I was like, I'm speaking Italian right now. I'm all in.
Yeah. It was crazy. Like, so I kept telling myself I was going to do it. And finally, like, this is probably about 3 weeks ago, I literally called my tattooer and I said, all right, man, I'm tattooing my hands. And he goes, oh, I don't think you'll do it. And I showed up at like 8:00 that night. And I was like, all right, man, we're tattooing it right here. He was like, all right. Literally 20 minutes later, I had it tattooed on me. And I've honestly forgot about them since then. It's one of those things that's like, I don't even know that I have them anymore.
Does it come out when you're shooting your videos of designing? Do you see it?
So I haven't put it out. Y'all are honestly the first ones I've talked about it with, because I wanted to do a whole photo shoot with them first and like gluing flowers into my beard and showing everybody at that point when I had it that, when they're healed.
He's going to have a baby reveal for his tattoo. I love this.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. It's like a tattoo reveal. It's going to be sick.
So you're going to start a new trend.
I'm going to try. So
hold on. We need to talk on how you got into this industry. I mean, yes, we know you're AIFD, ABC, you got all the letters. Take us back. Take us all the way back. How did you get in the industry? And what led you from that to everything?
Yeah. When I was 19, I delivered flowers at this small town South Texas, Victoria, Texas. And the owner of the shop was a World War II veteran. Man, I didn't know shit about flowers. And he'd be like, hey, go get this, go get that. And I'd run out. I knew like a rose and a carnation at the time. And he would tell me to go get certain things. I didn't know shit. And I'd run back with a flower and be like this. And he'd be like, that's not it. I was like, okay. Well, you hear all the negative stuff, why you can't do flowers or why you can't make a living doing flowers. So I ended up quitting and going and working at a bar. And then after the bar, I managed the Champ Sports for like a year and a half. And then I went to the oil field.
Did you go manage the Champs just to boost up the sneaker game?
Yeah.
Ace has got a really good
that's honestly what gave me my
game.
sneaker addiction.
That'll do it.
Do you have a sneaker collection?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have some. I've told myself I'm not going to buy any more for a while, but I was looking today already.
What size are you?
The itch is real. What's that?
What shoe size are you? Joel's asking.
I'm a 12. Actually, I have Casey. I've got to send Casey a pair of kicks here pretty quick.
He's waiting on his. He's waiting on his.
Well, it's not that they sent me some, but it's not the ones that he thought they are.
Well,
it's a Max 270 by this entertainer. That it's a good one. It's an everyday shoe, but it's a good one that I have to send him.
Nice.
So I'm hoping that's why I'm hoping he goes to the Orchid dinner so I can be like, yo, bro,
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, now he's got to book his ticket for this shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So back to like I got in 2007, I got laid off from the oil field, and I told myself I was like, I got to do something meaningful and purposeful in my life.
How long were you in
And
the
I was
oil
going to buy a
field?
bar. 5 years, 6 years.
You make good money.
I was there
Fern.
from 2002 to 2007.
But that's hard.
5
That's
years.
hard, dirty work. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
And you're living
Yeah.
out there, right?
Yeah, like so. There's a lot of nights and a lot of days away from my kid and stuff like that. So I travel. I always tell people I got to see the world through an airplane window. I got to travel the world through an airplane window. That's how I saw the world. And then February 22nd, they called me into an office and they said, "Hey, either move to Canada or take a layoff." And I was just like,
damn.
"Fuck that! It's cold in Canada. I'm from South Texas." And they were like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no." They gave me a severance package, and I literally thought about like, what am I going to do for a living? I wanted something recession proof. And that was kind of like my whole thing because I never wanted to feel a layoff again. And so I was going to buy a bar. I was like, man, you make a lot of money, you drink. You lose all your money, you drink. Like in my mind, that was like the perfect
Having a
plan.
good day, you go drink. You're having a bad day, you
Yes.
go drink. Here,
Everything.
here.
I was like, this is perfect. And then I started thinking about my daughter, and I had just met my wife at that point. And she was like, "Hey, do you think getting off at 4:00 in the morning, you're going to be like a really great dad at that point?" And I was just like, "Damn you, woman, making sense and shit." Yeah. So I was on my way to her apartment, and I saw a thing that said Houston School of Floral Design. And I was like, I bet you I could do flowers. And everyone, my dad, all of my friends were like, "You're going to live under a bridge. There's no way you can do this for a living." And the more that they said I couldn't do it, the more I was like fully invested. I was like, F that, I'm doing it. And
Yeah, I've had
I
that
just
feeling
started.
too.
Yeah. I was just really, in all honesty, when I first started, I was shitty at it. But I was so obsessed and about being better than everyone else at the time that I wouldn't let myself like take days off. I would comb the internet. I would look at people's designs. I would figure it all out as much as I could. And then next thing you know, like just the doors kind of opened and I met the right people and was in the right space at the right time. And it all just kind of happened. And then 2020 hit.
When did you get your AIFD? Or did you?
2015.
2015.
So you went to work for a florist first, or you started your?
I
own
did. I
place?
worked for a lady in the Med Center of Houston. She literally, I asked her if I needed to design an arrangement. And she's like, "No, I'll teach you everything you don't know." And then she taught me some stuff. And then I became friends with the guy that ran A&M at the time, Texas A&M, their floriculture department. He taught me stuff. And you just kind of, why we are a very big industry, we're also a very small industry. So you start knowing who is who and the what's of everything. And I just kind of started traveling to like, I literally took my life savings, everything I had ever saved in the oil field, and started putting it into me learning how to do flowers. And I constantly like would just say, like Phil Reloda was in Cali. I went out to see him, Jim, just all these different award-winning florists. But I was just like, hey, I would tell people 100%, I'd look at and be like, I'm willing to sell my soul to the devil himself to get where I want to be. And everybody's like, you're crazy. And I was like, fuck it. I don't care. Like, this is what I want. This is what I want to do.
Love that.
And yeah, like
and a lot of people wanted to teach you
because
people would just teach you. They were generous with their time, and they said, I see something in this guy. I'm gonna teach him. And then you picked it up, and then now you're teaching people.
Yeah, that's Jim Johnson told me when I first like met Jim. He's like, hey, this isn't yours. It's given to you for free. So it's your job to give it away. Like you're supposed to inspire and teach the next generation.
Pay it forward.
So everything I try to do now, it's just like for the next person, the next, civilian that might love flowers. Like for so many years in our industry, we have held our secrets so close to our chest. We didn't want to teach anyone. We were so scared that people would learn what we do instead of embracing it and saying, we want you to learn what we do. We want to grow our industry. We want to be better. And instead we were scared that they were going to take something. Well, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. There's enough for all of us to go around.
Yeah.
And if you're that worried about losing your stuff, then you probably shouldn't do this for a living.
Yeah.
Because that means that you are a cancer to our industry. You're not willing to like share everything you have. I share it all. I have no secrets. You can have my recipe. You don't got my sauce.
Right.
So,
I love that.
He's got it. He's ready.
Love
You're
that.
so right, because I can't so many times you hear like people saying, oh, she's just a basement Betty, oh, they don't know principles of design, and it's just like, why do we have to be negative? Let's be positive in this industry. So I agree with you 1,000%. That's awesome.
Just coach each other up.
Yeah.
hey,
and
them basement
spread it.
Bettys are taking checks to the bank.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Taking checks to the bank.
Everybody starts
Like-
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's no need for it. Like my client is not your client. Your client is not my client. And like I used to always laugh when people would be like, "Oh, I hate mass market. Mass market. They're stealing everything from us." I'm like, man, if you do your job right, they're not taking your clients.
Yep.
They're
That's
not.
right.
Like you have to understand that. Like do better, and that's what it comes down to. Do better. You know,
That's right.
if I'm always going to say that, hey, I'm the best, then I've always got to walk around like I'm the best. I got to talk like I'm the best. And then there's the one big thing that I have to be. I have to be the best. And I have to be willing to grind like I'm the best. And like, if someone's better, I've got to focus that much harder and work that much harder to become better.
Getting all hyped up.
So,
No.
No, I'm
I'm
ready
ready.
to fucking go fight somebody.
Yeah,
I'm
let's go,
like,
let's go.
Holy shit, let's go, eh?
That's all true.
yeah.
I'm
So
curious.
that's how I operate on everything. That's how I've always operated. It's like, I know like right now I always tell people, hey, I'm the best at what I do. I know right now 100% I'm not the best, but every day I wake up, I've got to be better than I was when I went to sleep. I want to be that much better every fucking day. Like I want to kill it.
Hell yeah.
I want people, when they think of flowers, they think of the flower boss, Capo Fiori. That's what I want them to think of. You know?
Put hype music in the background.
I got the
Yeah.
Pokemon theme song playing in my head. I want to be.
The very best. Like no one ever was.
Oh shit.
Why do you know that?
How do you not know it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You
That
have
was-
to know it.
Pokemon was a real big thing.
No, I think
Like I was
missed
too
that.
cool. I was
It's
too
actually
cool
one
to
of the
be.
biggest
Still
industries.
is.
But I was
Still
like
is,
jealous because
I-
I couldn't be around it. I was
I
like,
missed
man,
all
these
that.
fucking nerds.
Who was the
Pokemons?
Pokemon guy in our house, right? Was that you?
Yeah, kind of me and Casey.
Hmm. I missed all that.
I never played Pokemon.
Me
You
neither.
guys
I've
missed out.
I've
It's a good
never
time.
played it.
It's a game.
I wasn't allowed to play it.
The
Ace.
Game Boy
It
game
was
was-
like the
yeah,
kids I
definitely
used
was.
to
It's a
pick
game,
on.
card, and
It was what they
It's a
played.
show too.
I thought it was collectible cards.
it's a card.
It
It's
was
a
a
game
little
and
bit.
a
It's
show.
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
We threw all those cards away. We fucked up.
You know how much money you
I
probably.
mean, those
tossed?
years
That's
ago we
crazy.
did it.
You know
It was-
that
They weren't
that
worth
there's
anything, but we threw them away.
one card that's worth, I think, $3 million. Just one card.
Yeah.
So my wife gave away a Beanie Baby that was worth like $20,000. Gave it away. Some kid somewhere.
Terrible.
It's important to keep those things.
I have a bunch of basketball and like football and baseball cards. I have them locked in my closet. I won't even look what they're worth. But I know I have like Alonzo Mourning rookies, Shaq rookies. I guess I gotta wait for those guys to die, and then
If you had a
cards.
LeBron one,
no LeBron. I thought he was weird.
And Ace, how do you continuously keep up with the trends that are happening, or even create your own trends that you're in charge of? Like, so you can't. I know that you're saying that you went to all these different people to learn and everything, but your creativity, you kind of like exude it. So did you like have that before? Were you into art? Were you nothing?
No.
Wow.
I was like a football player athlete. I literally used to tell people like, "Oh, I'm not creative,"
yeah,
why he
but
has that mentality.
yeah, but
and then I found flowers.
yeah, but Ryan's a football player too, so that doesn't like. I mean, I think there is something there with like.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
always creative in lots of different ways, but I was also a good athlete. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they go hand in hand.
Well,
that gives you the drive.
But that
No.
drive and
That
the
drive.
mentality for sure is from team sports.
And also
I was creative and I was a spaz.
What do you mean was?
no, and
Still creative.
and
right?
here's the thing is that when you have creativity and you have an athlete or you have somebody who understands like commitment and making it work, then that's where you become a successful artist, I believe. Like, so I think that's where sports play a big part.
It's
in
not
that.
being scared of the competition,
Right.
That has that drive.
Yeah. I never, honest to God, I didn't think I was creative. I mean, I would literally tell people for years that I wasn't creative. I think it takes the right kind of art to really pull it out of you.
Right.
And when I found flowers, I knew after the arrangement number 1 that I was hooked. I was like, holy shit, this is it. It made you feel different. If that
Holy
makes
shit,
sense. It was
this
just
is
like,
pretty.
I got that good time, funny feeling.
But you travel, you
so-
travel a lot. You go to all different places, different countries. You go to all these places. That's gotta get your juices flowing every time that you go.
It does. Like in September, I was in the Netherlands and Belgium and
Goedemiddag.
London. And every time I travel, I make sure I go to flower places.
Yep, me
Like
too.
that's how much it is. It's like having a whole nother arm. Like that. I love it that much. No matter where I'm at, I buy flowers. I send flowers. It's just, it's who I am.
Me too.
And you know,
Same
you have
thing.
those people like, well, what am I without my job or whatever? Like
Yeah.
my passion is my job and my hobby. It's literally everything I am. And so it's easy because I love it that much. And I want people to love flowers as much as I love flowers. And I think when you truly love something, like no matter what, I could live in a tiny house that's 500 square feet. I would still do flowers and I would still love flowers. And that's what I'm called to do. That is the only thing I want to do. I've had opportunities to go back to the oil field or, you know, after Full Bloom, I got asked to do 2 other TV shows and I turned them both down because there were no flowers involved.
Really?
So
What
to
kind
me,
of TV show?
Yeah, exactly.
that is who I am. What's that?
What kind of TV shows?
So I was asked to do Big Brother and Survivor.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Which one do you think
Yeah.
you would have done better at?
Big Brother I turned down because there's too much drama and I was just like, all right, this doesn't look like it's going to be for me. And Survivor I turned down because I was like, it's a 39-day shoot and I didn't want sand all over me.
Or mosquitoes all day. Yeah.
Which one do you
Like
guys,
when
which
you're
one
a
do you
big
think you would
boy
make it?
and there's sand gets in certain
Everywhere.
areas.
It's too
I
many.
could.
I don't
could-
like the
I didn't-
beach.
I
I
didn't
could
want that
run the
sand.
house. I could run the house in Big,
Big
Brother.
Brother. Yeah, I
I'll
could
run
s-
the house.
I can see
Give
it.
me the
100%.
opportunity. I'm gonna run that.
Joel?
I think I'll take Survivor.
Yeah.
Burn, you and I should team up to go on Big Brother.
Bro,
Yeah.
we'd kill it.
What about Amazing Race? You guys could do the Amazing Race
Amazing
together.
down.
Race or
Hey,
Naked
I would
and
do
Afraid.
Amazing Race with Fern.
Hey, like we
100%.
can do.
I would
We
do
can
it with
do
Fern.
Naked and Afraid. I ain't
Yeah.
scared.
That
Except
would
for
be good.
spiders.
I would do that one
You
too.
gotta protect me from the spiders. I got everything else. We're good.
I-
No, I'm kidding. I just gotta
It's
kill
pretty
the
crazy
spiders.
that that's actually a show. Like, just get naked and walk through the jungle for 4 days. That's
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
With no shoes
Yeah,
on.
nothing.
with no shoes, nothing.
That's crazy.
Step on
Yeah,
a
I would do that. I would do Naked and Afraid. I would do Amazing Race just because it gets the travel, and I think that it'd be
Yeah.
a.
I think that's awesome.
I mean,
is
just the
Amazing
travel
Race.
part and kind of seeing fun things. But
But what if we
And I think
create
that we
an
could-
amazing race for flower people? What if we
Yes.
can create an amazing race that has something to do with the flower industry?
I
and
think we have that.
make
yeah.
our own
That-
show.
that would be sick
Yeah.
because if you started in New York and then like started it around that time and hit Philly and kind of like the flower shows and just kind of
Yeah.
the first one to get to LA to the flower market in LA.
Yeah, something like
But
that.
you have to hit certain spots.
Yeah. You gotta
I
go.
could see that.
Wasn't
That'd
that,
be
that
sick.
remember
Florida.
that remember that movie Rat Race?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I just thought of right now. I could see Fern
for
and
sure.
Ace.
You can do a USA version, then you can do an international. You got to make it to the the main
It was the
flower
Great
countries.
Race with Tony Curtis.
Hold on.
Well,
Just
that's the
yes.
original. I was
That was
thinking
a
of the
great movie
yeah.
when I was a kid. The
Yes.
Great Race. I loved that movie. I
That was
watched it
that was
over
the
and over.
original. Yeah, the one
Yeah.
I was talking about was with that guy.
There's a bunch of people.
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna watch that movie now. I just thought about it.
I feel like Ryan, you should you're literally the best marketing person I've ever seen and met. And I think that if we did a flower amazing race, you'd be the guy that could come up with it.
Of
Yeah.
course, yes.
I don't watch the show Amazing Race to know exactly how it works. That's the problem.
No, but that's okay. We'll give you the gist. You don't need that.
All you need is Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
That's what Wikipedia is for.
That's what. Yeah.
That's all you need is Wikipedia.
We could do it where we're trying to get across America. Like we have to start in LA and we're trying to get to Florida.
We have to make
Fresh
arrangements
Fest.
and sell them and use that money to travel.
So just
We could have the fatties out there help us with this by sending some emails with some suggestions on how to get the flower great race going.
let's do it. I'm down.
I like it.
Or go up
that'd be sick.
against the main
Who would be your
main
competition?
designer. The main designer in whatever city we're in. We got to go up against a local
Fern,
local
you got to
designer.
go and source the flowers and get them to Ace, and you got to make sure that Ace is
Damn
using
right.
good quality.
And then we're gonna hype it
Boom,
up,
boom,
and we're
boom.
gonna win in somebody's hometown
Right.
every time.
And you be like, you bring out
No,
that
I
Miami.
think you guys would be better being the hosts of it.
That's what. So we're filming. Just so you know, we've been working on the schedule with Monica from Bloom TV. In the next few months, we're gonna get you a date to fly to Miami so we can film the pilot for Bloom TV for our
I'm down.
for what we did during Fresh Fest with you two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, all in.
Yeah.
All in.
that's in the works right now.
All
We
in.
have to-
Flower
we
game
haven't
show.
set a
All
date
in.
to film it, but you'll fly into Miami. We'll film it here.
Hey, any chance I get to go to Miami, hang out with y'all, I'm there. I'd do it all the time.
Yes, because I agree with you. They were great hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's good because he's like Tony Romo, where he knows the place.
Yeah.
And he's like just filling the.
I'm the
talking about
comic.
flowers,
I'm comic
talking-
relief.
No,
No,
more-
they really worked off each other.
Yeah. No, I
Really
agree.
well as strangers. Like
Right.
not like they didn't know each other that well.
Well, it's
And
like copy
It was
and
like they
paste.
knew each other forever.
Copy and paste.
Yeah.
Yeah, copy and paste.
Well, that's my brother. That's my brother from another
See,
mother.
we were just separated at birth. We didn't realize
His printer
this
had
till
less
last
ink,
year.
right?
Ace, what was your
Alt-C?
favorite
Right,
part
right.
of that game show? What was your favorite part?
Just the whole thing. Like when you know that people don't want to be up there and you yank them up, you're like, oh, you? Hold on, come here. And you can say stuff and they just turn and I like stuff like that. I love putting people in a hot seat.
Yeah.
And then when you talk to them and you let them know like, hey, I got you. I'm not going to let you fail. I'm going to make sure you build up, and to that, I thought it was amazing. Like, and just Fern and I get to banter back and forth and
yeah.
talk to other florists that I've never met. Like there were so many florists there that I'd either watched through social media and that you learn about them. Flower Moxie, like that was, so she and I have been conversating back and forth about doing something here in Houston.
I was gonna say,
That
she's
all
Texas.
cultivated from
She's
Fresh
Oklahoma.
Fest.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. And to me, like y'all helped cultivate relationships that weekend. And that to me is worth so much more than what y'all really know.
Because the bonding wasn't just with us and our customers. It was our customers with themselves.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
vendors with customers
Vendors
and
with
people who had
vendors.
vendors with vendors,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was awesome.
But
Everybody.
you know why? Because we didn't have sales on the agenda.
At all.
There wasn't
At all.
the trade show
It wasn't
booth where they were
about go out
stuck
and
in
kill.
yeah.
It was about come and enjoy yourself, and if
Enjoy
we can connect
some-
in some way, it'll be great.
Yep.
And I think that really was a different approach. But my favorite part of the game show was the two people in one shirt. I thought that was so fucking funny.
That's so hard though to
You know-
put
That
just
is
one
so
hand
hard
to design
to move
not
one
to
hand.
design with one hand is one thing, but to have to use your
Yeah.
other partner's other one
Yeah.
hand.
Oh man.
That was
You really got to be
greatest
insane.
I thought that
idea.
one girl was gonna lose a finger. Like she got close a couple
Yeah,
of times
I
to
believe
like
Right.
losing a
We need
finger.
to make sure we have some signatures for the game show.
So Jenna from Rosa
Yes.
Prima was in one of the contestants on that game show, right? She didn't do really well, but she just recently graduated from the Florology Institute.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
like all in now on floral
She went to
design.
go see Jackie Lacey and the boys and
Yeah.
took a course up there. How
Yeah.
awesome is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I said, like you see that like Smithers Oasis being there and them, like I just love that whole, Andy from Kennecott. Like I liked the whole thing from start to finish. It felt like you were at a family reunion.
Yeah.
That's like the
Yeah.
best way you can say.
Great way to explain it.
Yeah.
And down to the final party and like just everything about it. Like Carlos taking me over to pedal production and showing me behind the scenes, like none of that oh, hey, I'm holding my secrets toast. I truly think that you got the best of the best people there that were like willing to share their secrets of how they produce big stuff. That people don't do. They hold that stuff so tight. And I mean, that's truly where you grow as a designer, as a floor, everything. Business owner is from stuff like that. And to me, I thought that was, is it Ralphie from
Pedal.
from the golf tournament, just you rolling up and be like, hey, we're buying drinks.
Yeah, that was
like,
Ralphie.
Yeah. It's just so many cool things that happened that entire time that I was like, these are the people being Jet Fresh that I want to align myself with. These are the ones that like, it's not even business. Y'all are my friends. So like somebody says something about you, it's like, in my mind, it's like y'all are friends, y'all are family. It's like, hey, we're gonna square up and box. You say something out of line. That to me is how I feel about y'all.
Well, you boxed for us.
I think that's amazing. Like, and just the people y'all aligned yourself with is truly awesome on that part.
Thank you so much.
That's great.
We've been blessed to meet some really amazing individuals.
Yeah.
And a lot of, nobody kicks it off like me and you, but we do meet some people, and I mean, it's instant, it's instant love, oh man, we got to work together.
I've been doing flower matchmaking for a long time.
This guy's the king over here.
I connect just out of fun, just like, you need to know this person, you need to know that person. I like that.
Yep. Him and Nikki P.
Yeah. Nikki.
She's the queen of that.
She's the queen, man. Yeah. I told her, I go, if you don't start running a floral shop, you need to start running a network.
She knows how to make people feel special.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good at that.
But she's also like you, like really good at saying, all right, this person will work
Needs to know
really
that
well with this person.
Yeah.
They gotta meet each other.
Even if it doesn't benefit you guys.
Yeah.
No.
Most times it doesn't benefit.
Right.
Most times it doesn't. But
that's the beauty of this industry.
Y'all got it figured out. I think that y'all truly do have it figured out. Y'all have it all. Like I literally talked to my wife the other day. I was like, hey, what if we move to Miami?
Well, we know you like
because my wife is half Cuban.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so my wife is half Cuban. So I'm like, but she don't cook. So to me, I'm like, we could go to Miami and I could eat well, hang out with y'all every day, play golf with Fern and Casey, just do flowers.
Yeah.
So
what's stopping?
I'm trying.
Yeah, what's holding you back?
Well, I have this business in Texas and it's doing really well.
Yeah.
Well, we got this game show coming, so
you never
you
know.
might need a little condo over here. That's your little escape over here.
I could do it.
The traffic sucks here, man. Last night I left here like at 7:30.
Bro, there was traffic. There was fucking
I didn't get home
traffic.
till almost 9.
I was so mad. I was
didn't get
like,
home till
traffic
almost
at
9.
this hour?
I live 23 miles away. I didn't get home till almost 9.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
And there was no traffic for no reason. There's this fucking Florida Career College. I don't know what it is about the Florida.
That should be our sponsor. This is sponsored by Florida Career
I don't know
College.
what it is.
Just drag every time.
Oh, but this morning on my way to work, this guy was really a bad driver, and I was half sleeping, but I just noticed that not only did he have the little fish, but he also had the pink license plate.
Oh, he was doubling
Yeah.
down. He was double down on the bad driving.
Figures.
This fucking guy.
You know the guys with the little fish and the pink license plate on the back of their cars are always the worst
people
drivers.
with the
The
fish.
little Jesus fish.
Jesus fish?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I have this.
Well, we don't have those here in Texas.
No.
I don't think we have them here. And if we do, I haven't seen them yet. So, but if they did, I'd probably flip them off because I get road rage when I'm like, I cannot handle when people are in the fast lane driving slow.
Right. That's the whole thing. And it's usually a Prius with a fish.
Yes.
Or a
Dude, I
pink
get
license
pissed.
plate. So
Hey,
pay
I'm
attention
always like-
next time. You're going to see that fish and the pink license plate. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to say, oh, shit, Mike called that. Yeah.
Yeah. My wife is always like, be nice. Don't do this. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I want to flip them off. I'm just like, get out of my way. I got places to go and people to see. I got flowers to do.
Or it's the people that have the little stickers, the license plate
with
date.
the little kids and the...
No, the little sticker that goes in the corner. It tells you when your license plate expires.
They have like 20 of them.
The ones that have them all around the plate, those are the worst drivers too. They don't know that they're supposed to put one on top of the other. They just put one in each corner, and they're the worst drivers too. So if you got your stickers on all four corners of your license plate, we know you're a terrible driver.
We know.
Yeah.
There's no hiding it.
Yeah. So don't move to Miami if you don't like traffic.
You can just open a Fulshear in Miami. That's what you're gonna do.
Well, I sent Carlos a message the other day just saying, "Hey, when do I get to come help?" I want to watch how other people do things, and I want to learn from them. Like, what do you do really well, so I can learn from you? And I think that's probably what I want to do next. But what's next? What's the next big thing for Jet Fresh?
Oh man, hold on. I think
Ryan wants to say it, but you can see he's holding it.
I mean, I can't even think of one thing. I'm trying to think of. There's all kinds of things
He's
we're
trying
working
to
on.
narrow it down.
I've been working on a strategic partnership, but I'm not allowed to talk about it yet.
No, we have so much stuff coming. But wait. We have to talk about something a lot of stuff that you're talking about, like you're doing. So I follow you. I see everything that you're doing. You're doing a lot of partnerships. You're doing some stuff with Oasis. You're also doing the New York Botanical Gardens. Can I get a code for the educational classes? Thank you. There's
What are you doing? Hold on, explain that. What are you doing for the Botanical Gardens?
So the Botanical Garden, last February, they reached out and said, "Hey, would you mind coming doing the orchid dinner?" And thank you to Jet Fresh because y'all sponsored all of my orchids last year. Y'all came through clutch for me and really killed it. I know this year y'all are sponsoring another friend of mine. She's going to kill it. I've been helping her with her designs and everything. But so I show up. They asked me to do a table for the orchid dinner at the Plaza Hotel.
Carlos is going too.
I was going to say we're also sponsoring Carlos. Yeah.
We have several people.
Oh, Carlos is going?
Carlos from Pedal will be there.
Yeah.
Yes. He was invited.
Oh, look.
Shut up.
He just got a
Oh,
floaner.
hell yeah. He's going.
He just got a floaner right now.
Casey
Casey
and I were with him in Homestead picking out his orchids.
Yeah, there's a lot happening.
Fuck yeah. Dude, that is fucking pumped now. Like, oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so I went last year, I did it, and I remember walking into the plaza and I was like, holy shit, I'm not fancy enough to be here.
Did you feel like the Home Alone moment?
100%. I was just like,
just looking around like
Donald Trump came up to you and I gave you
yeah. I was in a pair of like ripped blue jeans and a t-shirt and a backwards baseball hat and some sneakers.
Drinking tea.
And everybody's like, dressed to the nines. These are $1,000 rooms a night. And I'm like, I literally looked at the person that was helping me. I was like, I am not fancy enough to be here. Holy shit. And then, but I did this table and it sold for $100,000.
Wow. Holy shit.
And all that money goes to the Botanical Garden to help do stuff through the year and everything like that, like the orchid showcase and the rest of the Botanical Garden. Well, I did not think that I made an impression. I thought but they called me. This is in February, May. They sent me an email. Actually, the week of my daughter's graduation. And they said, hey, we want to talk to you about doing some classes. And I was just like, wait, what? Like, hold on. And they were like, you know how to relate to people. You know how to talk to people. And so I sat down, I started doing a conversation with them. So I just filmed a whole module for floral design through the New York Botanical Garden. And it just released in January.
Wow. Nice.
Well, you could sign up in January.
Right.
And so I think it releases in March.
I know, because I signed up for the wait list or whatever.
Yeah. So that happened.
Yo, you gotta give Mimi a sneak peak, bro.
Give me a code.
Have you ever been in the Botanical Garden?
Of course, yeah.
They have man-eater plants, the carnivorous plants in there. They're so cool.
Yeah. So when that happened, they asked me to come back and teach this September in person, doing a Alice in Wonderland theme, some stuff for that.
Oh shit!
Very fun.
So I sent them a bunch of stuff that I had done for like a tablescape, kind of like an Alice in Wonderland. They've invited me back, and I told them I've always said that I am goal driven, and I'm going to put out exactly what I want. Like I'm going to say it out loud, where lots of people shy away from that. I told them, I was like, next year, I'm going to be y'all's featured designer. Like, that is happening. Like, I'm going to design the flower showcase. And they were like, you think so? And I was like, I don't think, I know. That's how determined I am.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, so I get to go back this year and, get to go back there and do it again. And I'm super pumped about it. It's a little nerve wracking because I feel like I've got to one up what I did last year.
Yep. Do you have an idea?
So I'm gluing a bunch of flowers into my face. So I can it's gonna be a blast. But there's so many other amazing, honest to God, it's not even about me. It's about all the other amazing designers that are going to be there. Yep. There's so many like Carlos, like he's behind the scenes at Petals, but like he's such a fabulous designer. Alan Masters, Doug Bates, Penny Woosley. Like there are so many truly remarkable designers that never get their time in the sun. And like, this is them.
Yeah.
Like I'm more excited to see what they're going to do than what I'm doing. Like, I'm just pumped to see, like, as soon as y'all said Carlos, I'm like, I think this is amazing because people need to see who he is and like the shit that he can do. Like this dude is cold as shit, I love looking at designers like that.
He's planning something really different, really cool. His idea is,
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's different.
I can't wait. And that makes me want to raise like level up now too, because like, I honestly think he is like here. And I think I'm like underneath him. Like, I think he's that much better. And so to me, it's like, oh, now I have to level up.
Me and him are similar in a lot of ways where like, we'll do the research and see what people did. And like, we're not doing that. That's what he did. He's like, he went back to the history and saw all the tables and like, okay, not doing that, not doing that, not doing that. And that's when he started coming up with his idea.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what I love. I mean, but then it's like competition, but not competition.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like you truly are happy for what he's fixing to, he's going to crush it. I know he's going to crush it too. That's like the thing. I'm like, I can't wait to see it.
We're looking at your design from last year. It's amazing. Mm-hmm.
Well, I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
100%. Y'all know what's crazy about that is I did that. Like I figured out what I was doing about 12 hours before the Dorka dinner. I switched it numerous times until I came up with that. And I was crawling through a crawl space in my friend's studio when I found these, like the gold kind of bell looking things. And I was like, hey, I'm going to use these. And she was like, I don't have any of the other parts. I was like, I don't give a shit. Watch this.
Love it.
Like this year is going to be a good one though. Like I'll tell y'all, I don't give a shit. So I'm taking a mannequin because I knew a lot of people are doing mannequins for this theme. And so I know everybody's going to have them like formed, like posing because it's called fashionable flowers.
Like a Fleur de Ville kind
and
of?
so they were like,
the theme is fashionable flowers.
So I'm doing a mannequin. They're like, okay, that's going to be pretty much on set what everybody else is doing. And I was like, no. I'm doing a mannequin that's running. And I'm writing every negative word I can think of on this mannequin. You're fat, you're lazy, you're dumb, you're not good enough. You're every negative thing I can think of. And then I'm gluing flowers all over this mannequin to cover, like halfway cover up the words and like how flowers can heal you no matter what.
Oh, I fucking love that.
So everybody was like, but it's not fashionable flowers. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is what we're doing.
Man,
so
flowers are so prominent in
sick.
Fashion right now. So yeah.
Awesome.
Every single fashion show lately has been all flowers. So
all
yeah.
flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Florals.
Yeah.
Flowers are having a moment.
So Ace, is the foot like you're gonna have like the full mannequin running? So you have to have flowers coming.
So it's
off
literally
the foot,
suspended
like,
on one foot.
Oh, awesome.
You gonna put some sneakers on it?
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought about it, but
yeah.
Crank out some Flower Force Ones or something or whatever,
Flower Force Ones. I fucking
that's
love
not
that.
a bad idea. So last year they had all these designers and like I have a reel up on my Instagram somewhere. It's like a designer, this fashion designer almost knocked over my table. And I gave him like the biggest, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and then everybody was like, he's got like 1 million followers. And I was like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, you almost knocked over my flowers.
This is like the Met
That's
Gala.
when the
No,
bad
I'm
boy
super
comes
pumped.
out. That's when the bad boy comes out.
This is like the Met of the flower industry.
Yeah.
Capo Fiori.
The Capo Fiori.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a hat.
I
Need some hats.
my hats. Yeah, the hats
We need some Capo Fiori hats, is what I'm saying.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Mike, you have the best marketing person ever.
We got 3 of them.
No.
I know, but like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, if there's a person that can make it happen, it is you, Mike. And hands down, I do have to tell you this because I haven't seen you since SAF.
I have some of his college art in the house. And there's like he wanted me to throw them away. And I won't throw them away. It's just basic shit like him drawing his own hand. Or there's another one of him drawing himself on pieces of paper this big. And each piece is put together to make it a ginormous, like, I don't know how he did it. And he just wants me to throw it away. And I refuse. So,
yeah.
Hoarding is big in the family.
No, this is art. That's what I'm saying. Like
I want to compliment Mike because I haven't seen you since SAF. You have the best acceptance speech I've ever heard. Still to this day.
They surprised me, man.
Hey, it's been a shit day. And I was just like, I fucking love him. Just the realness that you brought to that. Because I always said that SAF I thought was like older and stuffy. The relevancy, I was just like, this is what we needed right there. And I loved it. So I wanted to tell you, that was like the best speech I've ever heard.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I was super emotional. I had no idea. They surprised me pretty well.
Yeah, I had to text him that morning, and I'm like, it's like 3 a.m. where he's at, and I had to text him with the leak in the office, and I was like, fuck. He answered right away. I was like, God.
Yeah.
Wrong day.
Warehouse was flooded. Shorted out the binding machine. I remember all that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't think who thinks about it? Like people were like, reading from their stuff they wrote down. Like I didn't.
You had
you
no
didn't
moment.
know, yeah.
You didn't have time. Like,
And I'm not good at like that.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. So that was.
I beg to differ because when you give these speeches in the morning here, you pretty much knock them out of the park every time.
Well, he's very passionate about what he does. He's passionate about the company. He's passionate about flowers in general, and he wants all of us to succeed.
Did you mean you're just not good at writing it down?
Maybe
like that, like writing a speech, because you wing it. Is what you're saying.
He's way better at winging it than he is writing it down, probably because he overthinks.
Well, because they surprised me, and those videos they played, like. They fucked with your mind, man. It just like got into you and made you cry.
I was crying.
Yeah, but you cry for everything.
I know.
No, it was good. It was a good moment.
It was good.
Yeah, you got me good, Mimi. Thank you, Ace. That's nice of you to say. Thank you very much.
Well, it was amazing. That's what. Like, man, I like that. I like the realness. That's what I think it is. I hate pre-written out shit. Like I like real.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Real rawness is where it's at. Don't write it down. How does it feel?
I almost wore that hoodie today too, Fern. Damn it. I should have
worn it. That would have been fucking great. That would have been hilarious.
I literally put it on and I was like, oh, it's too hot outside. It's 70 degrees.
Yeah, what the hell?
Polar bear weather.
What the hell's going on over there?
Yeah, man, we don't believe in winter here in Texas.
No, I see that.
1 minute it's like 20, the next it's like 70.
Hey, so you like
fun times?
Do you like to go to the market and pick out your flowers yourself, or do you like to call and have it delivered? How do you like to get all your stuff?
I do a thing actually I have a little class that I teach called Friday Night Flowers, and I like to go pick out everything. I want to source it. I want to touch it. I want to know that it's like excellent product. The hard part here in Houston is that everything is spread out. So we don't have like an actual market like LA and New York where they're all close.
Yeah.
They're all spread out. So, but I like to make my rounds and kind of see who's got what and touch it and feel it and stuff. Yeah. But I think, to be honest, I think the industry is changing a lot in the next 10 years. I don't think you're going to have wholesale houses as much. I think it's going to be more of an online shipping in and stuff like that. Which I hope that I'm wrong on this because I think that's going to kind of hurt people that, these mom and pop shops that have made their living doing that. But I can see it changing, the industry changing really fast.
Yeah.
So
I was reading the other day.
I don't think they're going to have a place where I can touch stuff.
No, I think that's always going to be around. I do think there's going to be a mix, but I think it'll always be around. I was reading the other day that the most successful restaurateur chefs are the ones that go to market and pick out the produce and pick out the cheese and pick out the bread and pick out all that stuff themselves.
Because you connect, like Ace just said, he's going to connect with what he's going to use, and it's different.
Yeah.
Like,
the
Inspired by what's in
the
season,
colors,
yeah.
what he
everything
sees.
has to be,
Right.
Yeah, I like
Like
that.
my favorite time of year as soon as Baronia comes in season.
Yep.
It's like the day I see Baronia hit somebody's Instagram, I'm on the phone with like a wholesaler. I'm like, hey, you got Baronia in your cooler? Like, what's going on? Who's got it? I want it. But I keep Baronia. I'll buy 10 bunches a week, even if I can't sell it all, just because I love it that much. And it goes into fucking everything. So yeah, I just like being down in there. I like seeing the people. I like seeing the other florists that are just starting.
Yeah.
I like talking to the salesperson that's having a shit week that you can try to make it better. I'm in love with the floral industry.
Yeah.
My wife always says that it's my mistress. Flowers are my mistress. But I'm just openly just shoving it in her face. Like, here's all the flowers that I'm in love with. You can't, when you find something like that, you got to grab it and run with it as long as you can.
I agree.
So
Barbie says Jeff Fresh is my mistress. I say, who cares?
I mean, you're here more than with her. It's almost the opposite.
Yeah.
She's the mistress.
Right.
I'm married to the game, the flower game.
yeah.
Do you want to ask him the bad or the ugly? He's been talking all good.
Is there any bad or ugly in your life, in your floral
In your
life?
floral.
The
Flowers.
bad and the ugly in my life right now. The bad in my life is that there's only one of me. So I can't
world
do
can't
all of the
handle two
things
of
that
you.
I want to do exactly when I want to do it.
Yeah.
And the ugly is that I have these huge aspiration and dreams to create something for my store. And it takes time. And I'm not a person of patience. I want to work my ass off and get it done and have it ready and right now. And I have this last year, I've had to learn patience and how to like let go of it and let it happen naturally and stuff like that and not force things. So that's kind of the ugly, like having to, these life lessons smack the shit out of you and being like, hey, you can't force this to happen.
But that's the
Yeah,
road. That's the
gotta
road
let it
to
come to you.
success. Lessons are the road
Yep.
to success. So you can't buy that. You got to experience it.
It's been a hard thing to learn because I've always been like, let's just knock this out. Let's fucking crush it and go about our day. I've had to learn how to let things come to me, which has never been my forte.
No, you're a
Setting back,
go-getter.
so-
You're a go-getter. Go get it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a tough one to learn, but it's taught me a lot this year, and how to like remain calm during those things when I'm like, oh, I want this. So, letting it happen and smiling through it, like not getting pissed off about something that's minuscule.
Oh, yeah.
Just let it go. It's all good.
Do you guys got any bad and ugly you want to get off your chest post Valentine's Day, right as we ride into the big day?
Man, there has been a little bad, but no ugly. This holiday, there has been no ugly.
That's good.
We're not offensive players.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't do offense.
We're special teams. We come in when you need us.
We don't.
We're saving the day.
Yeah.
We're giving you that perfect kickoff. We're running back the ball for a touchdown when you need a score. We are those guys that come in when you need us. Real
Mimi, are
deal.
you still seeing negative remarks on those websites that you look at? Or
Oh
whatever?
yeah. So Ace, I love like I like drama. I don't watch a lot of reality TV show, but I follow all of those
You work at
florists
Jeff
of Facebook, professional florists, all those little groups on Facebook. I don't like political stuff, but I sure as shit love listening to people be like, "Ew, look what she made," or whatever. What? How dare you? You know, this morning I was up responding to somebody.
You like the bashing?
Somebody was saying that she had overhydrated her flowers, and she had only hydrated them for 8 hours, and then they were like, "Oh, it's because you're being sold bad product, and you need to get your credit." And I'm like, no, she didn't overhydrate it. People were right, but it's just the negativity, and I just want to bring the little bit of positive to it. So I'm like, you did a great job.
Don't you think on holiday time, Ace, everybody takes shit personal?
Yes.
Oh yeah, constantly.
It ain't personal.
Some people I got some flowers for. Yeah, I had one bad thing, and I literally sent her and said, "Hey, these are crappy." I was like, "Blah blah blah," but everything else is amazing. You did, like, here's the thing: you're sourcing florists in general. You're anywhere from 10,000 to 16, 20, sometimes $20,000 worth of flowers. You're gonna have something that doesn't look up to par. It's not your wholesaler's fault. It's not anybody's fault. But like, you don't have to be a dick. Just be nice. It's not that hard, you know. And I literally told one of my local salesperson. I said, "Hey, make sure you come out on the 15th. I'm taking everybody to dinner. You did an amazing job."
Wow.
You know, nice. No matter what, it's like they bust their ass for you. Unless you're a florist that you think you have time on Valentine's Day week to actually go down and source all of your shit, they are your eyes and they are your hands. They are going to tell you, "Hey, this looks great," or "This does not look great."
Yep.
Do not be a dickhead to them, because what's going to happen is they're going to tell you to go fly a fucking kite next year. That they don't give a shit about helping you. Don't be a dickhead. Like, it's not that hard.
Ace might not like Miami. There's not too many nice people down here.
Yeah.
No, you can. It's like 90% dickhead, 10% nice.
Yeah, look, like I'm reading it now, and people are showing like what they're doing, and they're like, "Why are you processing now? We won't process till later. That's not the proper way." Like, just why do you have to be so freaking mean? Like if they've been doing this, they said clearly they've been doing this for 23 years. Then let them process the way they were doing it. I mean, I love platforms to share. I just like to just put a little like positivity. But then I think I also am a little bit of that person who likes the chisme or like the gossip, because I obviously clearly am addicted to this shit.
I mean, that's the catch-22 of education. You know, like somebody thinks they know more than you can call you out on saying, you know, who says that they're right either, you know, or everybody's got a different situation.
Right. Or markets are different. Everybody's market is different, right? Like somebody, they're hitting a different demographic. So.
Y'all want to hear a true story?
Yes.
Always.
Okay. This is a cheeseman store right here. I was doing a program in New Jersey, in Paramus, New Jersey. And I legitimately had this lady heckle the shit out of me during this program. Do you know how great you have to be fucking heckled at a flower program? I've been heckled at football, baseball, any sporting thing I've ever done, I've been heckled. But flowers. Someone to heckle you. She heckled me so bad that once I had her removed from the audience and escorted out by the police department.
How do you do that?
She decided to leave me a 1-star review on my business.
Oh, wow. Get me started with the 1-star shit. Oh, my God.
And when this happened, this is how awesome that my people are. I had my attorney send her a cease and desist letter and told her that I was going to sue her for the loss of revenue that I was coming in from this negative review. And then she had to go in and like remove it.
There you go.
That's like, a good play. I was like, so
we can Photoshop a cease and desist letter.
Send me a copy of that letter.
We need a copy of the cease and desist.
We can Photoshop one of those.
Yeah. I was
the
like,
law offices of Fern and Fern.
ChatGPT will write it up clean.
So when she had it removed, she left a review for a program that had nothing to do with my flower shop, and that's how I got it all done. And she was just like, "Yep." But I was like, that's where the bad boy of flower comes in, because I was like, oh no, you're not going to rip me apart. You don't have to agree with what I say. But
I got a lady's review taken off because she called someone fat, and I said she was spreading hate, and then they Google took that shit off. I was like, yes.
Yeah, people use those Google reviews as like a weapon.
It's a weapon.
They use it as a weapon.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't get my way. You get a 1 star. Fuck you. That's what they do.
And again, to Mimi's point, like, just be positive, man. Like,
yeah,
who gives a shit? Okay, cool. I don't do it like you. You don't do it like me. We're different.
It's easy to say to somebody, hey, you know, in my life, I found out that this works better. You hold a little later, you wait, you process your flowers at its time. But if that's working for you, great. I mean, there's ways to say things to not put somebody's process, ideas, or what they learned, you know. God knows who they learned it from, but obviously, like you said, they've been doing it for 20 years. It fucking works for them.
I know. It's just, I think it's Mike asked me, because I'm always on there and telling him, look what these people are saying. So I clearly like it. It's a drama in my life right now. Valentine's Day, I'm down to fight bullies.
I hate Valentine's Day.
So who is Carlos bringing to the orchid
Oh, look,
dinner?
he's trying to get some inside. He's trying to get some info.
We can call
what's
him.
going on.
we're gonna have to call Carlos.
Carlos is like, you know, like he's the conductor of an orchestra.
Exactly that.
Watching that man work is crazy.
Exactly that. 20 events going on at the same time.
And he's reviewing every piece, and he's saying, you know,
the most stylish conductor I've
I
ever
asked him,
seen.
I go, Carlos, how do you tell somebody that something's wrong? And he goes, I just go up to them and I go, are you proud of that? Really? Did you? I was like, God, Carlos.
Well, I feel like we need to figure out who's doing the flowers for the Super Bowl. So Jet Fresh and Ace and Carlos and all the Fresh family can go to the Super Bowl and fucking kill the flowers.
I love that. Love that.
They need to have more flowers at the Super Bowl. They need us.
Vegas would be fun to be at right now.
Yeah,
Vegas right now.
Vegas for the Super Bowl.
Did you see when
I just want to see the spear.
Did you see when the Chiefs got off their plane? They were greeted by 100 Elvises.
That's awesome.
So good. Yeah.
Who are y'all pulling for?
49ers.
49ers, the underdogs.
Isn't that who everyone's going for?
No,
but
it's the 49ers against Taylor Swift.
I know, but that's the whole thing. Everybody's going.
But it's like rooting for the Patriots. Like, I'm done seeing them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, I want somebody else now.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Your grandfather's team
for the
was the
Niners.
49ers.
See, that's why.
They're not going to win, though.
For Grandpa's team. Shut up, Joel. You want to bet?
Mike Jr.
What do you
had
wanna bet?
a little tiny
You tell me.
49ers jacket.
Put a number
$20.
All right.
$20.
I want the quarterback that they said was the worst person to be picked in the draft. I want him to kill it,
Jet.
and that's what I want. So I'm taking Brock Purdy.
They call the last pick. They call him Mr. Irrelevant because he's the absolute last pick in the draft, and usually at that point, they're just picking to end the draft.
Oh my!
He's not winning.
Yeah.
You want to take another $20 over here?
I'll do it.
All right. This guy's gonna be out $40.
Got $40.
You're gonna have to talk to Mama.
Everybody
for some
will
gas
know who
money.
won here because this is airing after the Super Bowl. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking the Niners.
The Chiefs are Super Bowl champs.
That was your grandfather's team, right?
That's good
He
stuff.
loved it in the 49ers.
Yeah,
Mike Jr. had
you
a
know
little
why?
tiny gold jacket.
I'm against
That's
Taylor
fun.
Swift.
I wonder if I bet your mom still has it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
It's probably
she
adorable.
probably still has it somewhere.
Maybe it'll fit Sid.
Maybe it'll fit
Oh,
JJ. Actually,
Maybe JJ.
my grandson. Yeah. So it's time for questions.
Questions.
All right.
All right, Ace. Answer these questions to your best ability as fast as you can. What, in your opinion, is the best sandwich?
Ham and cheese.
Just like
On
simple,
what bread? On
classic
what
ham and
bread? On
cheese,
what
like,
bread?
I'm thinking like the most boring traditional.
White bread.
That it
Oh,
has
man.
mayonnaise in it, right? With
What?
with mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise, mustard, ham and cheese,
Why
mayonnaise,
does
mustard,
everybody
lettuce,
like
tomato.
rye bread?
Yes.
He said white bread.
Oh, white bread. Okay.
Stop hating on rye bread.
No,
Don't
because
hate
that
on rye.
because that
Rye's where it's
mustard,
at.
because all that sauce with
Toasted
that,
rye.
Yeah,
It's got to be toasted.
What is your
Or
favorite
it'll stick to the top
flour?
of your roof of your mouth.
that's what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
That's
I love
good.
that
That's
stuff.
a good sign.
Actually, toasted marble rye is one of my favorites. When you go to New York, you got to get one of those for sure. Bacon,
Ready.
egg, and cheese on a roll, or bacon, egg, and cheese
Kaiser.
on on rye toast, but they call it whiskey down. That's code for rye toast.
I'm down.
Whiskey down.
All right, what's your favorite flower?
Carnation.
What is the most underrated flower?
Carnation.
What's the most overrated flower?
Rose.
Have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
Yes.
Himself.
Who?
Do you want to say who?
Flower person or athlete?
Whatever's a better story.
Clyde Drexler at an Olive Garden.
There you go.
The first 6 months I was doing flowers.
Clyde the Glide Drexler.
What did he sign? What did you have him sign?
Your breadsticks?
A hat.
Breadsticks.
I had him sign a napkin because that's all I had.
That's what you got. Yeah. What is the scariest animal?
Polar bear.
How often do you see polar bears?
Have you seen the size of a fucking polar
yeah,
bear?
I mean, like,
they're the
I
size of a
wouldn't pick it
small
because
SUV.
I never would see it. You know what I mean? Like I pick something.
There's
that
a
I
new
don't see.
HBO show, The True Detective,
True
with
Detective.
and that freaking polar bear is scaring the shit out of
It's
me.
the size of Susan's car.
You know,
Yeah.
the polar bears
They're
are
actually
actually
like 9 feet.
They're coming down.
I know.
They're coming down because there isn't enough food for them to
I
find.
know. It's super sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super sad.
What is your go-to way to relax?
Talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Doing flowers.
Okay. What kind of flowers would you want at your funeral?
All of the flowers. I want a whole immersive room.
Nice.
And I don't want people to cry. If you cry, I want a bouncer to kick you out.
Oh, then
What
I
if they're
can't go.
overwhelmed by the beauty of the flowers?
Yeah.
Like Mimi cries at
If
a...
it's happy tears, you can stay. But if you're sad,
I
get
cry
out.
happy tears all the time.
She just cries. She spends
If it's
most
happy
of the
tears, you
day.
can stay.
Is that a mom thing, you think? Or were you
No.
always emotional?
No, I've always been.
Okay.
Actually, no, I got in trouble because my mom, we were watching, I think it was Legends of the Fall or one of those movies that like in the 90s, and everybody was crying because everybody's dying and being killed. It was Last Mohicans or something. And then I only cried when the horses died, and they were like, "You're such an evil, like, you don't care about humans." I'm like, I care about the animals. They thought I was insensitive. Can you imagine me when the word insensitive together?
No, at all.
Okay. Pick a TV or movie character to have lunch with.
Say the first part again.
Pick a TV or movie character to have lunch with.
Ooh. I don't know on that one. Movie character. Okay. I don't know his name, but he's the guy that plays Bear, or he was Lip in
Oh
Shameless.
my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
Jeremy
Oh,
White.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he was in a nice commercial
Calvin
recently.
Klein.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
huh?
yeah,
You're
yeah.
staring, huh?
He had his
Little
moment there.
Gray
yeah.
sweatpant.
But The Bear is such a
lover.
good show. I
Yeah.
like that show a lot.
Is that the guy who cooks the
Yeah.
restaurant?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, he was in
He cooks
that
for
other
sure.
show.
It was
with,
in Shameless.
Shameless, yeah.
Lip and Shameless.
He was good in that too. What'd you guys just high five about?
I said he cooks for sure, and he gave me a high five because he taught me that new.
It's like a proud moment.
Proud moment.
Way to go, Mom. If you got one superpower, what would it be? If you could have
X-ray
it.
vision.
Damn.
You pervert.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You turned red all of a sudden, Ace.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like
Your
X-ray
big
vision.
ass
That's
head
the
over
first thing
here.
came to mind. I'm like X-ray vision,
That's a good
but
one.
it's not because of anything else. It's because I'd want to see like the DNA parts of the of a flower.
Uh-huh. You want to see if
good
that?
Good cover up.
Good recovery. Good recovery.
Yeah, you want to see if the stem is clogged, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Why
much.
is this flower not loving me?
Okay. Pick. What is your go-to late night drunk food?
Taco Bell.
Uh,
It's a cheesy gordita
You are
crunch
Fern's
and a BB5
brother.
layer burrito.
see?
You
Taco Bell's
really
where
are
it's
Fern's
at.
brother.
Did you hear his order? He had it's just.
What was the order?
What was it? What was your
It's
order?
a BP5 layer burrito and a cheesy gordita crunch.
Is that what you order for?
No. I like the cheesy gordita crunch, and that's usually a go-to, except they have I don't know if they have it anymore. I haven't gotten drunk. I don't know if they have the double decker still.
So here's
Double
actually,
deckers where it's
Oh
at.
yes.
I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. every single thing that Taco Bell makes, they're all exactly the same thing. They're just wrapped and named differently.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They're all the exact same thing. They all have the same ingredients.
See, he gets the beefy 5-layer burrito.
and you get the 5-layer.
no,
beefy
I get the
burrito. Yeah.
I get the one on the dollar menu.
Right.
I don't know if it's a 5-layer. It's just a beefy burrito.
It's the same burrito.
And it used to be Whataburger, like way back when it was a triple meat, triple cheese, bacon, cheeseburger, what a size with the strawberry shake. But when I lost a lot of weight, I stopped eating like that. So
I like Whataburger. Whataburger's where it's at.
I've never seen that. Is that
You've
here?
never had that? That's in Texas.
that's Texas.
Only in
Oh,
Texas.
Like Buc-ee's, but now
Yeah.
Buc-ee's is here. We have Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's has got some good food.
They
too.
have the best bathrooms I've ever taken a number 2 at
We took
in a
it.
public space.
How's the coffee in a Buc-ee's? Do you like the coffee at the Buc-ee's?
Coffee's great.
Yeah, Buc-ee's, yeah.
We stopped in a Buc-ee's, the one in
The
Caddy.
service is great. The
Caddy,
people are all
the one
friendly.
in Caddy, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Huge Buc-ee's. We
Remember
almost
what-
died.
So
on
do you
that
know
ride
he
home.
won that in a divorce? I was in a suite at a George Strait concert with that guy that owns Buc-ee's. He won it in a divorce, and his ex-wife sued him to try to get the Buc-ee's brand.
Oh.
She was
Oh,
like,
shit.
"Oh, I don't want anything to do with this convenience store that you have." Gave it to him. She took the money, and then once he turned it into what it is now, she
Now
sued
wants-
him
Yeah.
to trying to get the part of the money for that. For
She
Buc-ee's.
fucked up. She fucked up.
Yeah,
Yikes.
Me and Fern were
It's
stuck in
crazy,
Texas. We were stuck
Yeah.
in Texas. Where were we? We
were in Houston. It was Tropical Storm Harvey. We planned this
yeah.
trip to Houston, and then the storm was not going to hit Houston, so we took our trip. We went to Houston.
Oh, we went to
la-
Greenleaf in Houston.
We landed.
Okay.
The moment we landed, we get the alerts that the hurricane's coming that way.
Yeah.
And we had our meeting, we did everything, and then we were supposed to fly out the next day, but obviously the storm flooded the whole city.
We couldn't even rent a car. All the car rentals were rented out.
Yeah, we ended up getting a guy on Uber to take us from Houston to San Antonio because we had a flight the next morning because they canceled all the flights in Houston, so we were able to catch a flight the next morning out of San Antonio, but we had to take the death ride.
Yeah.
From Houston to San Antonio. There was like a thunderstorm. We hydroplaned at least 3 times. The guy that was driving us looked like his eyes closed a couple times. He was doing like 120 the whole way.
His wheels were wobbling.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you could feel the car.
The car was wobbling. I was terrified. Yeah, it was just like that.
Exactly.
if that ever happens again, y'all just come stay at my house.
But then we pulled into Buc-ee's to get some air for the
And
tire.
Greatest thing.
And I was like, holy shit.
How far into this trip did y'all pull into the Buc-ee's?
Pretty far.
No, it was the Buc-ee's in Caddy. It wasn't that far. It's right outside.
Right outside of Katy. So that's where I live, is in the Katy one.
You
That's
live in the Katy
10
one.
minutes from my house.
You see? We were right
Yep.
next to...
Right there.
Right there.
I was
Right
blown
there.
away.
There.
I've never seen that many gas pumps. I've never seen that many air hoses.
Mike
Like-
goes...
Everything's bigger in
Oh, yeah.
Texas.
Mike goes, whatever you do not tell my wife about this place.
Yeah, definitely not.
Has she been to Buc-ee's yet?
Yeah, but we
Okay.
have a deal.
What's the deal?
It's got a time limit.
There's a
Is
time
that the one with the beaver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a time limit.
Yeah, yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
She running around like supermarket sweeps.
Yeah, there's a time limit. Yeah.
That's
When you get to the register, how many things on average is she buying?
I need 5 fudges.
No, you would be amazed. She's like, she's really being on her best behavior with that.
But,
Okay.
but that's almost impossible because Buc-ee's has everything.
No.
and
Everything.
mommy constantly is thinking about everybody.
Right.
So
Yes.
she's
No.
thinking. I can't imagine her in a supermarket. She's thinking about every single person she knows.
No, but
Perfect for
we're
Joelle.
driving.
I'll
We're
get
driving.
this for Mimi.
We're driving
get
like
these for
16
Fern.
or 17 hours a day.
Oh yeah, when you guys are driving back home.
So she knows we got to keep going.
Yeah,
And
and you're limited in space in the truck.
If you let her go wild, how long do you think?
so she goes
Should
wild in Cracker Barrel.
Oh, me too though.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm mommy.
Yeah. She'll go to the register and she'll put all the stuff
Don't
that she's
take these
buying.
women
And
shopping.
then as the lady's ringing it up, she'll put more stuff.
She's looking around like,
Not
I like
every
Cracker
time.
Barrel,
though. It's a cool spot.
Not every time. I'll say, "Oh, where'd you get that nice shirt?" Cracker Barrel.
Shirts from Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking
look,
love it.
no, man, she's so generous, and
She
she's
is.
not.
No.
Oftentimes, she's not shopping for herself.
I have.
She's shopping for someone
I told
else.
her that they discontinued. Like I asked Publix, you can ask for what you buy. Like you can tell them, okay, I want these Dove bars. I asked my guy at Publix. I said, hey, you guys aren't bringing in my Dove ice creams.
You're a guy at Publix?
I heard the same thing. Of course,
the
she has a
guy.
guy.
Yeah, the guy that I
Don't
said.
you have a
See
guy
that-
at
you ever see
Publix?
that Family Guy where
No.
Lois,
Everybody has
she
a guy.
knows every single name of the grocery store person?
Hey, Jimmy.
Do you know your deli?
No,
person?
no.
What is wrong with you?
Who knows a deli
Well,
person?
why would I care?
I
about
do.
it? No offense.
Do you take a number?
No,
Oh,
because I go at certain times.
Does he
and I
know
should-
exactly what to get you?
Well, she knows.
Like she sees you and
Oh, I was
she
gonna
just
say-
starts carving up your meat, huh?
Yeah.
do you get free samples?
I take the kids. I get free samples every
Uh-huh.
time.
Mommy always wants to taste everything.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she came back and she bought me right now in the refrigerator at work. There's 2 boxes of the Dove ice cream that's next to her Publix. She goes, I found them for you. I found them. They know that I need them, so now you'll have
No,
them.
she'll buy those things forever. She'll start sending them down from New York.
Oh, I love them.
Do you have a guy?
You don't have a deli
I
guy?
don't have a guy.
What's
No.
your grocery store?
H-E-B?
We have HEB.
Yeah.
HEB. So I don't have a guy. I have flower guys.
Yep.
I have a flower guy. His name is Fern, and the other one is Casey, and then there's
Yes.
Brian. Those are my flower
to
guys.
go.
Those are my connections. And Mike and Mimi.
Yeah.
And,
You know a few people.
And Pinky.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I have those guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Everyone
Other than
needs
that,
an
I don't
uncle
have
in the
guys.
flower business.
Everyone
Right.
needs a good guy.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't wait to see what you do at the Botanical Gardens. You got to send me pics. I want
Thank
behind
you.
the scenes. I
I'm
really
excited.
can't wait.
I hope it turns out.
Ace,
It's,
we all follow you, but share with everybody where they can see this, where they can follow you.
Okay, so if you want to see all the fun stuff in my daily bullshit shenanigans,
Yes.
you want to go to Ace in Full Bloom on Instagram. That's where you see all the fun stuff, and also on TikTok.
Do you
So
feel
my
like
social media manager makes me do goofy little dances, and fun
Oh,
shit.
makes you do, huh? I'm sure.
yes, makes me. There's one she was just like, "Hey, you got to do this," and I was like, "I'm not doing that." I ended up doing
you
that.
did it?
He's not doing it. Then he goes to the bathroom to practice. He's like, yeah, I got this. I got this.
So the dances are only on TikTok, not on
No,
the
he has them
Instagram?
on Insta.
They make it
Honestly,
first
it's
on
whatever she
TikTok,
wears, she
and then a
puts on.
couple weeks later
She
they
tells
make
me
it
what
to
I'm doing,
Instagram.
and I do it because I never understand when you hire someone to do something and then you try to tell them how to do their job.
Yep.
So whatever she tells me to do, I'm like, hey, you're the person that does that. So cool, I'll just do it.
You should see marketing.
Sometimes
does the
I don't
same
like
thing
it.
Here. They're like marketing Ryan, and now Ryan sends Joelle, "Hey, Fern, make this face, tilt your head like this, do this." I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, and then I do it, and then seconds later, I'm like, wait, what the fuck are you guys doing? What are you doing with this? Where's this going?
Yeah.
You
It's
love it.
you know what? Why do you hire creative people and then try to hinder them? Like even down on my staff here in the store, it's like, I want y'all to be creative. I want to help you along the way. If like there's something I can help fix, to fix it, I do it. But they have their own creative voice, and let's make it better.
Let's
if there's something I can do
celebrate
to
that.
make them stronger. Yeah. I mean, the girl that's going to end up buying this store one of these days, she started working here when she was 17 years old. She turns 24 this year.
Nice.
And I've always said that, like, whatever it is that you do it well, and I'm gonna help you get to where you want to be. There's not going to be the struggle that I had when I started this store. And that's everybody. Like, I'd be dumb to think that they're all going to be here forever, be with me, forever. So, like, why not just put out a bunch of quality designers, so no matter where they go, they can always get a job and crush it wherever they're at.
Hell yeah.
That's and that's all of them. But the funny thing is they haven't left because I believe in them. Like, we fight like a family, but like, if you mess with one of them, you mess with all of us. And like, We're vindictive. We're mean. You know, you can't mess with one of us and expect to get away with it.
We fit into with each other so well.
Yeah. So I mean,
We should just switch
them.
you
I love
guys
them
one
like
day.
their family.
Like, just switch.
Yeah,
places
we're
with
just
two
gonna
houses.
switch. I'm just gonna walk in and start designing.
We'll
one
do like
day.
a Parent Trap florist edition.
Yeah.
You're like, Ace, you're so
They're
tan.
gonna be like, wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. He comes back from Miami. It's you.
Yeah.
We'll just switch lives.
I'll work on my tan while I'm there, so I can get
Trading places,
my olive
flower
golden
edition.
Italian skin.
That's funny.
Oh shit!
That could just be like a TikTok thing. We could do something
Yeah.
on that social media.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
That's funny.
And when they show a picture of, and this is my dad, and it's Mike, and both of them.
Between two ferns.
Between two ferns.
No, but yeah,
Fucking
that's
love it.
I don't know. I believe in them. You know, make them do great.
Hallelujah, man. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing.
If you two
Yeah,
fuse, you look the same.
What's that?
We're gonna do the Super Saiyan fuse.
Yeah, like the fusion.
I don't think he knows
yeah.
what Super Saiyan is. You know what Super Saiyan is?
Listen,
Goku?
I think if I didn't have Accent Decor come in as my guest already for the Orchid dinner, I would say that I would want Fern to be
We
there.
could
with me.
wear. We
That's
could
my plus
wear,
one.
We could dress like like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty
I'm
amazing.
in.
As a matter of fact, that's what we should wear to
That would
host
be
the
great.
show.
Yeah, maybe you
Is
do
to
that.
have us dressed like Dumb and Dumber.
What if Fern was your centerpiece on the table?
I could be your
I would
model.
do it.
You cover Fern as
I would
in the
100%.
mannequin.
Hey, next Fresh
Just
Fest.
no glue on my
remember this
nipples.
last year.
That table's
No
moving.
glue
What
on
if-
my
Ace and
nipples.
Fern were wearing one shirt.
Ryan said, "Hey, do you want to do a little thing?" And I was like, "No, I just want to go have fun at Fresh Fest next year. The next Fresh Fest, I'm definitely doing something, and Fern is going to be my muse."
I'm in.
I love that.
I've always wanted to
No hot
recreate.
glue on my nipples.
I wanted to recreate the scene from American Beauty, but with you laying on the roses.
oh yeah.
Oh my God, please,
Let's do
yes.
Make that happen. But he has to fall.
We
Oh
have
my
to.
God! Stop giving this man
He's
ideas.
laying
Stop
on the
this shit.
floor, and we have to be above him like
And
a drone.
Ace is gonna be
And the
dropping the,
flowers
petals
and
on
petals.
me.
But
Yeah.
didn't he kind of like
Yeah.
fall into the
Yes.
bed
Oh, yeah,
backwards?
Yeah, it was the
so-
girl. Mm-hmm.
I hate you
I
guys.
think we do this.
Kevin Spacey
Oh yeah, he's canceled.
is canceled.
Well, that's his own fault.
He's a diddler.
He's a little diddler. Oh man, did we miss anything?
Yes, you need to suggest a future guest for our
Yes.
show.
Future guest. Well, man, there's so many. What? Man, okay. There's this girl out of Illinois. And so there's a lot of guys that I think would be amazing, but there's this one girl. Her name is Sarah LeBeau. She's her Instagram and her TikToker is Main Street Florist.
Oh,
She's
I've
a
seen her.
cute little blonde girl.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen her.
And she's just one of those people that like you smile when you see her. She's just a positive. She's really, I think she's
an educator.
she was the
too.
first person I really saw on TikTok that was like doing something different on TikTok for florists. She's one that I would say I think she'd be awesome. Just kind of, and she's doing it in a town that is super small in the middle of Illinois. You know, and making it work. And that's the thing, like making it work. And then as far as another person that I would recommend, there's a high school teacher that he won Texas Designer of the Year. He won Houston Designer of the Year, Texas Designer of the Year. And do y'all remember when NAFA was still around?
Mm-hmm.
He won NAFA. He was the last person to win NAFA before they canceled all that. And he's a florist that teaches high school floral design.
What's NAFA?
He's the other one. His name's Alan Masters. He's the other one I would recommend. And he looks
Good
like Santa Claus.
recommendations. Good recommendations.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of high school teachers out there that are, you know, trying to sculpt the young minds of these kids for flowers that need to be brought to the forefront and saying, you know, showing, hey, we're doing this. It's not always, hey, you have to be in a flower shop, you know, doing the daily. It's creating those youngsters.
No, I agree. I agree. The whole industry needs more youth, and everybody, educating, especially people like that, like a teacher who is also, I guess doing floristry on the side, but, promoting the youth in high school. We need more of that. We need a lot more of that.
Yep. Yeah, really good. So.
Good stuff. Man.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Two Fat Guys Talking Flowers, where we're always going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly about flowers. Our one of a kind, my brother from another mother guest, Ace Berry, Ace in full bloom, Fulshear Floral Design, coming to an educational session to you soon. Ace, thank you so much for joining us. Joelle, Mimi, Mike, Ryan, myself, thank you very much, guys, for listening. Have a great day.
Thank you.